Hi campers, I want to talk to you today about color. If you know anything about me or if you've ever been to my house, you know I really love me some color. And I get teased a lot about that because I have some favorites and they're quite obvious. When I'm working with clients for their logo and branding, color is always where I start because I really want to get a feel for that client and understand what colors resonate with them and how we can incorporate that into their marketing and their branding. It's a perfect place to start because you've got to feel good about it because you are your brand many times, right? So there are all kinds of studies and meanings, whether they're psychological, emotional, spiritual, all kinds of meanings of what colors represent. So if we look at the food industry, you'll notice that a lot of restaurants may have logos that incorporate red or orange or gold. You'll know that if it's a finance or law firms, you'll see a lot of dark green, sometimes a blue. Look around you and you'll see some of the commonalities of what colors that you usually want to see. So sometimes we don't want to fall into that mold, so we want to reflect us a little bit better, but we want to not scare people off either, right? So if there's a lot of things to consider, but always what's going to make your heart sing is usually a good place to start. So one of the tools I love to do, and it gives a great visual, so a client may say, well, I love turquoise and green. So I literally, and I love seeing with the client when I'm doing this because you'll see it immediately. When I type in to Google turquoise and green color palette and select images so that you're not just seeing the text listings, but you'll see just your screen fill up with all kinds of pictures, and they kind of look like paint swatches with a photo attached. So it not only shows the colors that you've chosen, but sometimes it'll incorporate some complementary colors. And when you see that together, you can really narrow down that color selection. Because keep this in mind, colors on your phone, on your mobile devices, your screen, when it's printed, there's different kinds of processes, and all different devices are not going to show us the exact same color. If you like, just when you go into an electronics department and you see all the TVs on, you know some variations of color. So sometimes we have that. So we want to find the best solid point to start. And we see so many variations of the colors on our computer screen, it'll help you narrow down the best palette. Does that make sense? That's a lot of information, isn't it? Anyway, go on Google and play and type in like 2 or 3 of your favorite colors and see what comes up. It's really easy to narrow down because you will feel physically, you'll get excited like, oh my gosh, I love those colors. You'll really narrow it down. Instead of having it floating in your head, you'll have it right in front of you. So good luck with that. Go play.